So, good evening folks, I'm back for another video. This is a different type of video. I'm not just going to be stuffing my face. I'm not just a fat bastard. I am actually a joiner. I've got a trade. I build things. So, at the minute I've been building, or starting to build, a summer house slash bar sort of thing. So I thought I'd make a video and explain a few different things about it. Maybe just put a little couple of pictures on and videos, step by step. So we started off by getting some breeze blocks and marking out. It was 4.8 by 3.5. That's the size of the deck we're building for the summer house. So we've got some breeze blocks, string lined them out, marked them out, squared them up, marked around them, ready to dig a hole underneath to fill with concrete. So once we marked out where the stones were going, the pads, we dug a hole about a foot deep, filled it with concrete, let that set and go hard. Then the pad stones sat on top of that concrete after obviously sand and cemented it on. We used the laser level to level them all through so they were bang on level. Obviously cemented them all together, got them nice and solid. We put a datum line through with a laser line, put a stick down, marked a pencil line where the laser was, obviously got one level at that mark and leveled them all off that so they were all completely level. We'll let that go off and get nice and solid. Once they were solid, that was the sort of base to build off. So we're using just another thing as well. Obviously we built, we'll put the pad stones this way up, half into the ground. If you're thinking why have we put it on pad stones, one, so it's a solid base. It's slightly off the ground to allow not only for airflow, but to stop any moisture getting into the timber. That's going to help. When we start building the timbers as well, we'll put a damp-proof course over the blocks to stop any moisture getting through to the timber. Obviously we use treated timber as well. All of these aspects make it last a lot longer, and it's the correct way to do it. We used 4x2s for the base. It could have been better using bigger timbers, but in local councils, local areas, there's different heights for builds before you need to get building regs. So 2.5 is the maximum height we can go to. So we used 4x2s for the base and just trebled them up or doubled them up for strength where we needed to. So over the 3 or 4 pad stones, we trebled the timbers up. We sort of built a frame, truss clips on, just to stop any of the timbers moving. We'll put 3 rows of noggins through, just to strengthen everything up. And then there was still a little bit of bounce, so we'll put some timbers going down as well, with another little pad and a DPC underneath it to stop any moisture getting up. So once we had built the frame and sat it in place, got it all level, we got some L brackets, screwed it into the timber, and bolted it down into the blocks. That obviously once we had to square it up as well, squared it up, got it set, screwed and bolted it into the block, so then it's absolutely solid, not going anywhere. And that was the timber for the base built ready. Once we had built the timber base, we got some 75mm insulation boards. There's various different brands, we just went for the cheapest one. Insulation board, that's the only one we'll get a hold of. Cut it in between the joists. This just stops any heat from escaping the building and stops any coldness getting into the building. So once we had fitted all the insulation in between the joists, we got some 18mm OSB boards, fitted them on top of the timber. Well, obviously when we're building the frame, we framed it out 400 centres, so it would allow for a 2.4 board to land half on the joist. Fixed them down, staggered the joints, left them slightly overhanging all the way around the outside, so then when I come along with my track saw, I just chop them all off nice and flush. So when we come to do the walls, we can screw it down flush with that, level them up and be a spotty dog. Plenty fixings. We use 50mm screws into the 80mm board, into the 4x2s. So once that was screwed down, the full base was absolutely solid. I'll put a little picture up of the base when it's done, insulated, boarded, fixed down, just ready for the walls to be built is the next job, the roof to go on. I'll do it in parts, so this is the first part, building the deck. I might put some pictures on my Instagram once it's finished. So my Instagram is bbjoinry, if you want to have a look at that, that's my business one. So thanks a lot. A little bit of a different video, but I hope you enjoyed. And I'll eat some pizza or kebabs or whatever in the future. See you and all the best. Woo! Oh, good.